Alright, folks, this is nothing new, but there's new people coming to this case all the time. So, I just wanted to go over the audio that we do have and just show the discrepancy within both departments. First, we go to queso. Now, in order to listen to the Calumet County audio, you need a priority player, the Freedom Remote player. You take any of these files and put them in any other player and it will not play them. But I'm going to load third. Well, we'll go back. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll make it bigger. Alright, so we got the original calls go from November 3rd at midnight all the way until November 12th at midnight. Each folder's got 2 archive files. You go to the first archive file. The most important is 1, which is all the officer transmissions. They go from 12:16 a.m. all the way until 11:58 p.m. on the 3rd. I'm not going to load them all. I'll just order. Well, let's go to. There's nothing really important on channel 1 for the 3rd. So I'll go to a different one. Now, if you go back to the 3rd audio, go to archive 2. The most important channels are 6 and 7, which is the dispatch lines. Now, when I first got this audio, I didn't know anything. I didn't know that there was a little, I have to find it. I don't know where it is, but there's like a little color-coded card that tells you which each channel is. So when I got this, I started listening to every channel. Started on the 3rd and went through all the way to the 12th. I got about halfway through when I realized that there was a little card, which made it so much easier, because my initial search was just looking for dispatch calls. And no information with them at all, but we'll go to channel 6. Now you know that she was reported missing at 2:48 p.m. Channel 6. Channel 7 has got her callback call. Go to 2:48. Now you pick the calls, then you load them into the player. Which they're here now.
Okay.
And you click on it.
And your name?
Karen,
Karen?
Karen,
Karen, T-E-R?
K-A-R.
K-O, Karen, I'm sorry. Okay. What relationship is she to you?
My daughter.
Okay. And how old?
She's 25.
Okay. Do you know where she's last seen?
She works for Auto Trader. They had gotten back to her from on Monday at 10:31. They had texted her today, but they don't know if she got it or not. They haven't heard from her. And we haven't talked to her since Sunday. She was over here.
Okay. She works for Auto Trader.
And she's also worked for herself. She's self-employed.
Is she married or anything?
No.
Just lives alone?
No, she has a roommate. He hasn't heard from her since Monday either.
His name?
Scott Bladorn.
Do you know how to spell that?
B-L-O-E-D-O-R-N.
Okay. What is Teresa's middle name?
Marie.
It's annoying because it's not a continuous play of the phone call. They're broken into pieces. The Tom Pierce call, that's just after midnight on the 4th, and it's like ridiculously amount of clips. Like the Karen Hallbach calls starts at 2:48 or 2:38 and goes all the way to almost, well, it lasts for like 15 minutes. But this isn't the problem, because you can see that the Calumet County audio, it's time stamped and dated. But we go to the Manitowoc audio. This one makes no sense. Maybe this is a printout that we have of the audio or the dispatch calls. They go from the 3rd to the 5th. There's no audio at all for the 4th at all. But if we go and actually look at the audio, we got, well, this is another problem. There's 3 numbers, but we only have audio for 2. Because in the papers, they put out a 683-4200 number for the public to call in for tips. There's 49 calls for the 4201, which stem from 11.3 to 11.5. No audio for the 4th. Listen to a few of them.
Deputy York. 453, go ahead. 160453.
There's no information at all for it whatsoever. Yeah, there's a whisper channel.
160.
See, it makes no sense. Then again, we wouldn't have any of this audio if it wasn't for Remaker messing up on the stand. Now, these are the dispatch calls for the 3rd. There's 4 on each line. But we got all this. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 entries from 6:34 p.m. on the 3rd, running all the way up until 8:30 on the 3rd. So, track 1.
416 dispatch.
416, go ahead.
4164.
10-4.
432. Go ahead. One route. Copy. I'm in the church driveway right across from the residence.
That was Remaker talking to Andrew Colborn. We know that, well, I know that Mark Wiegert is the first person to contact Manitowoc County. He calls the sheriff's department and talks to the dispatcher. Asks if there's any detectives working. She says no, but I can patch you through to my shift commander, which happens to be Andrew Colborn. Andrew Colborn notified James Link. James Link then radioed and had dispatch call Remaker and Dennis Jacobs, because they were off, to come in and assist on this. Meanwhile, all this is going on. Andrew Colborn goes to Stephen Avery's house, or talks to Stephen Avery at his mother's house. He doesn't file a report of this happening until 8 months later, when Manitowoc does its summary report on the investigation and cover up of what they did. He then goes to the zippers. He claims that he didn't go to the zippers first because when he went there, it looked like nobody was home. So he went right to the Averys. The time that everything takes place is just mind-boggling. I mean, I'm gonna have to put this together better so I can point out everything that happened in time, because we got John Dietering radioing the dispatch stating that he's leaving to go to Manitowoc. Then Wiegert calls dispatch looking for Dietering. He just called and told them he was en route to Manitowoc Sheriff's Department. So then Wiegert calls looking for Dietering because he had his phone off. He had his walkie-talkie off. They asked Pagel if he knows where Dietering is, and he says yes, he's standing right next to me. Why did he radio dispatch saying he was leaving? And this isn't like a few seconds after that. This is like 15 minutes. The time that he says he got to Manitowoc and the time that he spent there, there's no reports of anything whatsoever. There's so much missing. Zellner requested all the Manitowoc audio, and they told her they don't have it. Don't have it at all. The only reason we do have it is because Remaker fucked up when Buting was cross-examining in pre-trial and asked him what he did to prepare for his testimony. And he said, I reviewed my notes, my reports, and the audio. Jerry Buting's like, audio? What? We're going to need to get that. But he messed up because they only asked for the audio that he used to prepare for his testimony. He should have asked for all of it. And they only took a day to review it before they talked to him again. And they didn't do a very good job, in my opinion. If they would have just looked at the audio for Calumet, their case would have been so much different, in my opinion. I mean, we got the call about the bones being found 2 miles away from the property or the crime scene. Have to expand it. That's why I've been using the Calumet audio to timestamp Manitowoc audio. I've been using photos, especially for the 7th, because thankfully some of the officers did do their jobs half the time, because we have Link and Colborne are in the Dassey residence the morning that Cuss Road is discovered. Thankfully, every piece of evidence they collected, they wrote the time down too. I hope it's accurate, but who knows? But based on that, I can tell when Link and Colborne left the Dassey property and went over to Cuss Road. I've been over this audio so much, and I'm still going back over it again. The morning that Cuss Road is discovered, there's an officer sitting at the end of Cuss Road. You hear that in the audio. We have Bushman stating that there's a Manitowoc vehicle at the end of Cuss Road, but I don't know who's sitting in it. We have the sign-in, sign-out sheets for Cuss Road, and just so happens Dennis Jacobs' name is scribbled off of the list of people exiting Cuss Road. And then shortly after that, he signs in at the command post. But yeah, I plan on going more in detail of everything. But yeah, it's just a lot of information. Try to take what's in my head and present it easily for you guys to understand. But yeah, it's just a precursor to what's coming. So y'all have a good day.